Let us come down to the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, God is one. His functions are many. His names are many. He has no form. If at all there is a form, the universe is His form. His knowledge is the Vedas, because Veda means knowledge. When people go astray from the Sanatan universal path, then a new message comes. Then a new message comes. That's how Jesus came. That's how Moses came. That's how David came. That's how Abraham came. That's how Lord Krishna came. That's how Ram came. So there are Shrutis, heard, the revelation. Then there are Smritis, the reminders. And then according to these reminders and the laws which are enacted by seers and by wise men for being followed in the practical life that we live, that is the ritual. Our rituals are prayer. Number 2, worship, yajna. We light the fire, offer fragrant things into it. It is not fire worship. It is the worship of nature. Because fire is a representation of nature. Fire is a representation of the life, of the fire, of the heat and light of energy that is there. And it is a symbolic act, meaning, what is management, for example? Many of you will be managers in your life. To my mind, management is creation of the maximum out of the minimum. That is management. Creation of the maximum out of the minimum. So this fire worship is the worship of the God of light through a symbolic representation from nature. You put in small things and the fragrance goes round and round and round everywhere. And it goes to everybody. Suppose, as a person, I like some people and I dislike others. But the fragrance will go to everybody, whether I like it or not. So once you offer, once you do something, you are out of it. You will have your share of the fragrance, nothing more than that. I have asked my friend Sanjeev to publish a few copies, or to print a few copies of these. You will find it, your teacher will have it. And if you need me to explain something, I'll be happy to come to your school. I've been going to the Catholic school at 14th and McCowan. There is one Tony Mewich, he's a friend of mine. He used to call me on the day when you had your multi-religious functions, Throughout the day you have that exercise. I found there are some of you who are very keen to know. There are others who don't care. But then I've been a teacher myself. I've been a university professor. I've lived younger people. I like them all, whether they like me or they don't. Because my job is to like my students. Your job is to care or not to care. And you get your results according as you care or you don't. The Arya Samaj believes in one God, which is formless. We don't worship any idol. We observe our prayers. We do the yajna. And the ideal is respect your parents, respect your teachers, respect nature, because nature is the mother and God is the father. And the revelation, every revelation, if it is historical, it has a reference to history. And if it is ahistorical, like the revelation given by Father to Adam, that will be without history. It is too short a time to explain all the themes. So you ask your questions and I'll answer.
Ask any questions? Hi. What does that wall say?
Yes, this is the symbolic name Om, A, U and M, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. If you can't read those 20,500 verses, read these two. And the other one, in red, that is a prayer for faithful intelligence. Faithful intelligence, I said. According to the Bible, Satan was one of the most intelligent creations of God, wasn't he? Very intelligent. The person who even questioned Adam is a creation, is a creature. I am a creature. So why should I bow down to a creature? Don't you think that is a very intelligent question? But it is not a faithful question. It's not a faithful question. Therefore, the prayer that is written there is, O God, give me intelligence which is bright and faithful. And if you are a person of faith and intelligence, you will go very high in life. That is the meaning. The Om, beginning, maintenance, continuance, and ultimately the close. That is the one symbol. And the prayer is Gayatri Mantra, Om Bhu Bhuva Swaha. Bhu is earth, Bhuva is the middle region, Swaha is the solar region, the ultimate region. So give me the knowledge of these three regions. Give me the knowledge of how to live in these regions. Give me the knowledge of how to live in society as a good individual. Live in society, live in nature, as the mother without pollution, with all regeneration of nature. Give me peace from the middle regions. Give me peace and light from the higher regions. That is the prayer. Okay, so there is a symbol and there is a prayer.
Is there a prayer that's more important than the other one? Is there one prayer that's more important than the other one?
What does she?
It's so far away, right? She doesn't want to use the mic.
Yes, there are prayers. For example, one prayer.
The most important prayer. That's what she said.
This is one of the accepted as the most important prayer. But Swami Dayananda, who was the founder of the Arya Samaj, he uses two verses. One, O God, I do not know what is good and I do not know what is bad. Please help me. Take off all that is bad from me and give me all that is good. That is perfect surrender. I do not know. You know what is good and you know what is bad. Take away the bad and give me all that is good. That is another prayer. So many prayers.
At the beginning,
Yes.
At the beginning you said Hindus, the name was not given by Hindus, it was given by somebody else. Could you explain that a little more?
Well, it was given by people who saw where the people observing the Vedic religion were living. So they were in the region of the rivers, right? A river is called Sindhu. If it is a big river, it is called Sindhu. And Sindhu is a word which describes a river as well as the sea. Okay? So the people living around the Sindhu, around the river, were called Sindhus. Right? And in Persian and in the middle region, if you know the history of language, there is the language group called